Hello, all my fans, viewers out there in YouTube land. This is Joe once again on Renaroo's channel. Company is Firewall E-Waste Services. We are both educators and also we're a company that if you got e-waste questions, comments, or more importantly, you've got some e-waste electronics you want to sell, by all means, hit us up in the comments. I try to respond promptly as quick as I possibly can. But anyhow, I have a special treat today for all of us, actually, where I'm going to move more away from doing the e-waste into something that's, I've been thinking about this for years, and I've been resistant. I've asked myself the question if I really want to go and talk about the industry secrets, the stuff that the corporations, manufacturers, and even the government does not want us to know about how to yield some of the greatest value out of these. Even secrets that you may not be aware of that necessarily aren't like financially, considerate or whatever, but there's just some secrets. I pick my computers carefully. There are some models, if you feel them by, you'll know that they have a certain weight and feel, and sometimes even a sound to them. And this could even be your personal computer that's making too much noise. And I'm going to show you a potential reason of why these might be making too much noise. So let's get in here and discover some of the industry secrets, stuff they just don't want us to know about. Let's take it nice and careful. Once again, let's remember our safety hazards. I'm not responsible or liable. This is at your own risk, but sharp edges and things that could still be electrically charged, we want to wear gloves. Most of the time I do. On this one, not so much. Safety goggles. Make sure you contact some friends and tell them, hey, I'm working on a computer today. If you don't hear from me, check in from me about around this time. You never know. So we're going to use our handy dandy electric cordless drill here. It's got 21 speeds and operates forward and backwards. It's on its screw a drill setting. You got a screw and a hammer drill setting right all in this area. And it's got this 1-2 position right here. Anyhow, you should already know what a drill is, right? Let's decase this thing. So I'm going to take the screw out of the back side here, and I'm going to carefully lift this lid because you don't know what kind of dangers you. Sometimes I've opened these things and I've gotten bitten by something, so nice and careful. All right, now wow, all right. I'm already liking what I see here. Let me put the lid down. I'm so excited. This is an old school plastic frog, and these guys, let me unplug them here. And these guys are so cool. They're vintage sometimes from the 80s, 90s mostly. It's got this port here. They're either infrared or laser, but when they're on, you can put them like around the doorway or somebody walking or whatever, and they'll make a ribbit sound. This one probably doesn't work. Well, it does work. That's totally cool and amazing. I'm already stimulated from this. This is, oh wow. Now we've got an Apple laptop. Once again, it's going to need to be unplugged. It looks like it already has damage. I imagine that frog probably got a little bit sighted in here, but we already have some potential value here if this still works. Like usually they do. Sometimes I gotta cut these wires off the backside. Sometimes you get ones that work, and usually they do, and I have high hopes for this one. So we got some nice again, once again, nice and careful. Got that out. So super. Wow. Yes. We got a Samsung Galaxy S10 here. This is brand new. We're already stepping on value, so this has got to be worth at least $50 right here. And it's Jake from Neverland Pirate Cities off of Disney. Is that not cool? I mean, look at him. Once again, this a new shop mascot. Why not? And then, yeah, a 9-volt battery, backup 9-volt battery. In case you ever lose power, you can get enough, power off of this to back up your data and files. This one may let me taste it. Yep, still has a charge, nice and sharp. That tasted good actually. And yes, we're getting into, here's a magnifying glass, aluminum bracket with this nice little felt, holding place right here. This has got to be like probably one of the more awesome things out of this. Yes, all right. Now I got some crispy, crunchy chicken barbecue. This stuff is fantastic, let me tell you. And over here, I continue to get more excited. And we got a hex key set up here. Looks to be new. There's even some free dust bunnies in here. You can roll these up right here and use them to kindle like a fire or something if you're ever like stranded. It's good to put that stuff in your pocket for a rainy day. You never know. I think I discovered our culprit for the laptop damage. This looks to be it's a T-Rex dinosaur. He is in sleep mode. Thank God. Don't awaken him. But when you close the lid back and you have animals in here, they do get active. And that is what, if you got like sound, going on in your computer, it's unusual. It's because these animals, once the case is back on and typically when it's powered up, they start running around and cause all kinds of havoc. They really can. And yes, all right. I like seeing this right here. We got a buffalo coin right here. Just under silver dollar size, but over a half a dollar size. Wow, 1 ounce, 0.9995 silver from 2014. So current silver market prices is roughly 95. So if we can consider the laptop functional 100, there's 200, and then the Samsung phone 50. We're already at 250, and then you add this priceless. That frog is actually priceless, but I'm gonna call that worth at least $20 or whatever. I don't see. Wait a minute. Yes, I do see. Now this could be some kind of a tracking device. It's an AT&T. It's actually a AT&T is a satellite device that both sends and receives. This little LCD right here, when powered up, actually has a numerical number countdown. And this is the warning for the end of the world, the apocalypse and everything. But only when this is plugged up can you see the countdown that it's performing. So that's actually a good device. If you can get this out and power it up, it's going to jump back into how much time we actually have. Still trying to find goodies in here. Looks like mostly what we got left in here is just computer scrap of, this e-waste. This is going to be a motherboard, a power supply, a CD-ROM, DVD player or whatever. And then you got insulate. Wait a minute. Yeah, you got insulated wire, but I see something really totally amazing here. If you've ever lost, and a lot of us, the joke is, in society on the internet about losing 10mm socket sets. And here we go, right there. Nice little gift. So when you find these special computers like this, it's almost always, every time I open up one, that's where the 10mm sockets always wind up at. Sometimes you even find 3/8 because they're about as common loss as 10mm. So people say that they go into the black hole, never to be found again. That information is wrong. You can always find them in certain computers. This one actually being an HP Pro series. Most that I've cracked open are just standard, but I knew this one was special. I think that we're getting, wait a minute, there's a little money here, probably Santa Claus stuffed or Easter Bunny. And another 2 whole bucks. Isn't that amazing? Once again, I'm Joe with the Rent-A-Roo's channel with Firewall E-Waste Services. Hit us up in the comments, share, like us, get us out there. We're trying to get some notoriety. But also, we're in business. If you got stuff you want to sell, I'll even buy stuff that's not e-waste. So, like, if you got like a bag of rice or something, I'm in the market for all kinds of stuff, but mainly the e-waste stuff. But if the bag of rice is like a nickel or a dime, let me know. Share, like us in the comments. Y'all have an awesome day.